Do not watch this if you're uncomfortable with dark material. It is going to get dark. So we all know that Voldemort used unicorn blood to stay alive in the first films, but that doesn't quite make sense because the Horcruxes were already working. He couldn't be unalived. But it does make sense when you realize he was drinking the unicorn blood in order to keep Quirrell alive. But how does he get from that form, where he was kind of a spirit in Albania, then he becomes his little kind of half-human form on Quirrell, and then we see him in the graveyard in the fourth book? Well, we know that Harry's having dreams. We know that he's sitting in a chair, which doesn't make sense because how is he able to be on his own? He doesn't have a form. He's unable to possess anything other than like snakes and small creatures. Well, it all comes down to Bertha Jorkins. Bertha Jorkins worked at the Ministry of Magic. She was a higher up. She would have been very involved in the Quidditch World Cup. So it doesn't make sense that he was able to find her in the forest and she wasn't at work. The people above her would never have let her go during this very, very important moment. It's also noted that he doesn't possess her body when he really needed a host to survive the body. But then he says, no, her mind wasn't well after E.T. ordered her, which makes sense. And her body also wasn't suitable, which means he might have taken out her baby and used it as the host that we end up seeing in Goblet of Fire. It's very, very dark, but it makes sense. She was on some kind of maternity leave, and that's how she got the time off. That's why she wasn't there. And then he needed like a true innocence.